Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the program. Thank you very much, ma'am. A woman, for those of you who didn't hear that, and you probably didn't hear it because I just barely heard it, a woman from, I think maybe somewhere in Wisconsin. Are you from Wisconsin? Is that you again, ma'am?
Yes, I'm from Green Bay.
Yeah, she's from Green Bay, Wisconsin. And we have notified security. So we're just back here from a vacation over the holiday time. I must say, I had a wonderful holiday. Of course, I actually had some trouble a couple of weeks ago on the subway, but that's pretty much blown over now. So, boy, oh boy, that took the heart right out of me. Well, so I'm at home. I'm in California watching Dick Clark's. What is the name of that show, Paul? He does every New Year's Eve.
Oh, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Well, is it Rockin' New Year's Eve or New Year's?
Isn't it New Year's Rockin' Eve?
What is it? Whatever. We'll send someone to the library to find out. But so I'm sitting at home there, and it's about 11:30, coming up on midnight, and I'm watching the show. I'm sorry, ma'am? Oh, I had a little cold. Just go sit with the lady from Green Bay, will you? Being interrogated by the... What did you do New Year's Eve, ma'am?
I can't say on TV.
Oh, no.
Times Square.
All right, well, that's a good point. I was just getting to that. So this concludes the audience participation portion of our show. So I'm watching the show at home, and Dick Clark, and by the way, isn't this man on too many shows? Let's think about it for a second. There's, of course, Bandstand. We'll give him Bandstand. He can do Bandstand till the day he stops breathing. That's fine. Which I think may have been a few years ago, but he can do Bandstand, but he's not. Get him off the blooper deal. Get him off the game show deal. He's on too many shows, don't you think?
How many shows? 4 or 5?
Who knows?
He's got 4 or 5 shows.
One
on.
show per person. That's it. So he's on the other one, the bloopers, the New Year's Eve show. On too many
Pyramid.
shows. That's
Yeah.
right. We covered that, sir. So I'm watching the big gala New Year's Eve celebration at home in California. It's about 11:30. We've been through all of this before, and they put a little indicator there on the screen that says videotaped earlier. And I don't know about you, but this was really a relief to me because I had visions of the producer of the show saying to the folks in Times Square, "Okay, that was great, folks. Now can you be back here about 2:45? We'll do one for California." Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got a good show to start the new year here, don't we? Stupendous. From Van Halen, David Lee Roth is here. And, of course, whenever you have anybody on from Van Halen, you have to have sex therapist Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And we're going into the studio audience tonight to find out about brushes with the law that members of our audience have had. Oh, my. Oh, my. Thank you very much, sir. Is there a Jerry D'Esposito in the audience? Hi, Jerry. How are you? Nice to see you. Where are you from, Jerry?
Bloomfield, New Jersey.
Bloomfield, New Jersey? What do you do for a living in Bloomfield?
A legal secretary.
Legal secretary, as opposed, of course, to the illegal secretary.
Right.
I bet you're sick of that joke, aren't you?
Yeah.
Now you're going to tell us about something, an experience in your past life you've had where you ran afoul of the law, correct?
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, go right ahead.
Okay.
Did you have a good New Year, first of all?
Oh, yes.
Good. What did you do?
Went to a party.
Yeah. Was it a nice party?
Yes.
No fist fights?
No fist fights.
Well, that's good. All right, Jerry, go ahead.
Okay. I was supposed to feed a cat from my next door neighbor, and I went over there, and the lady next door to her thought I was a prowler, so she called the police on me. And when they came over, there was a big commotion. There was a lot of
gunplay.
Well, sort of, sort of. A lot of handcuffing.
Handcuffing?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, and I got really upset and I cried. So I called my father up next door, and he told me that he couldn't talk to me because there was something going on next door. And he hung up.
Oh, he doesn't realize that you're next door.
Yeah, he didn't know I was there.
Yeah.
So
I think we have a movie of the week here with Karen Valentine. get this thing figured out.
So
How old were you at the time?
I was 17. I was 17. I was really afraid. And I was crying. So I finally.
Were the police nasty to you?
Yes, they
Oh,
were very
can do that,
nasty.
yeah,
They were
sure.
very businesslike.
Yeah.
So as they were pulling me out the front door, my father was there, and I pointed out to him, "You got to come up here." And he was shocked to see
Yeah.
it was me. So we got it all straightened out.
And you ended up doing time.
No.
But you were frightened and miserably scared, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Now, did you learn anything from this? We always like to find out if the person has learned something.
Yes, I'm always going to tell my parents if I go anywhere.
Good idea. And do you still do that to this day?
No.
No. Jerry, we have something for you. What do we have for her, Bill?
Oh, the sponge and the cup, Dave.
We're giving them both away? Yeah. The late night drinking cup and the sponge. Thank you, Jerry. Nice meeting you. Is there a Scott Krager with us this evening? Hi, Scott. Nice to see you. Where are you from, Scott?
Maryland, Silver Spring.
Silver Springs, Maryland? And you don't have a job, do you, Scott? I'm kidding.
I'm a student.
I'm kidding. I dropped your card. And where do you go to school?
University of Maryland.
Now, don't you think I'm right about this? Oh, you do, ma'am. Oh, why don't you have one of these little hats then? Don't you think I'm right about this Dick Clark deal?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What can we as citizens do?
I don't know, Dave. I really don't know.
All right, Scott, tell me about your brush with the law.
Well, I was 16, and I was coming home from work. And I
What
just
kind
got
of
my
job does a 16-year-old have?
Usual McDonald's type job.
What did you do for McDonald's?
Usual cooking fries, cooking hamburgers.
Did you like that kind of
Usual.
work?
No. $3.35 job.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
plenty of food, right?
You get sick of it. No. Yeah. You get sick of it.
Well, the McDonald's folks would be happy to hear that. Scott. What testimony from a former employee. All right, now, so tell me about your brush with
So anyway, there was a X-rated drive-in movie theater, and I decided to sneak in because you have to be 18 to get in.
Sure, and you were 16.
I was 16. So I drive in through the exit, pull up, put the little...
That's a nice touch there. I like
I
that.
put one of those little sound boxes in the window.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. I'm watching the movie. Guy comes up, asks for my ticket. I said I lost it, and it wasn't good enough for him. And he
Normally that works anywhere you go, doesn't it?
So he took me to the film room, and as we passed this police tow truck, so I knew I was in for it
Yeah.
then. So we're in there, and I'm trying to cry, look upset. And so he told me the owner makes money from prosecuting people that sneak in.
Yeah.
And he said most people jump the fence, but I drove my car through, so he said he'd tow my car, and it would cost $60.
Right.
So he goes, "You look like a smart guy. Do you have any ideas?" So I said, if that's how he makes his money, I'll be glad to pay, whatever he'd make. So he goes, "I'll tell you what, he makes $10 from prosecuting the kids," and he said, "It's $5 to get in here, so you pay me $15, leave, don't ever come back, and don't tell your parents." So I left, didn't tell my parents, and didn't ever come back.
Wow. You're lucky to be alive, too, aren't you? Let me see what we have for Scott. All right, the same. You get a sponge and a drinking cup. My, oh my. How are we doing? We all right? Is there a Suzanne Browson here?
Right.
Hi, Suzanne. Nice to see you.
Hi,
How are you?
nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
You know, New Orleans is a wonderful city.
Yes, it is.
How long have you lived there?
12 years.
Yeah, and you like it quite well? What do you do down there?
I own and operate a restaurant,
What kind of restaurant?
sandwich shop, streetcar sandwiches.
Nice place?
Yes, very nice.
Good food?
Good food.
All right. And what are you doing in New York?
Just on vacation.
Yeah.
I go back tomorrow.
All right. Now, we're talking about brushes with the law.
Brushes with the law.
Yeah.
When I was 20 years old, I lived in Hawaii for the summer, and I was
How did you get to live in Hawaii for the summer?
well. I just asked my parents if I could go, and I saved up the money and went.
Oh, so you had to save up the money.
Yeah, I had to save up the money.
Did you have to
I
work
was in
for the
college.
money, or did the folks just give you the money?
No, I had to work for the money.
All right. Well, I like that. This sounds good.
My
all right.
father liked that.
Yeah. What does Dad do for a a living, by the way?
He's a vice president of an insurance company.
All right, we'll overlook that. All right, so now you're in Hawaii for the summer.
Oh.
You're 20, and you're
I'm on
looking
the
for
beach in my bathing suit,
Yeah.
and I went by a luau table. They have luau's outside on the beach, and I stole a banana from a place setting at the luau, and a policeman saw me, and I was about half a block down the beach, and he made me come and put it back in front of everyone.
Oh my God! Oh, you poor thing.
It was really humiliating.
I don't know if you folks heard that, but she had to put it back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, Suzanne. Well, I hope you learned something from that ugly ordeal. Oh. There you are. Nice meeting you. I can't get that out of my mind. They made her put it back.
Category Top 10 Ways to Prepare for a Winter Storm. This is the way it was in the old days, Paul. When you were a kid, when I was a kid, you'd get them lined up one after another.
A storm, yeah.
You'd get snow, it'd be cold. You didn't like the
Lined
cold.
up like at LaGuardia.
Yeah.
One after
You
another.
hate the cold because of it.
Yeah.
You have memories of being
Oh,
cold.
I was traumatized.
Dark and cold in
unnecessarily
Thunder
and
Bay.
Unusually
It was
so.
a wet cold up there, too, wasn't
It's
it?
coming
the
right
worst.
off Lake Superior.
That's right.
Yeah, nothing worse.
So the top 10 ways to prepare for a winter storm, and if you don't know by now, then you're screwed. We've had so many. And there's another one coming. The Weather Channel says, get ready. And like I said, Jim Cantori
Yes.
said we probably won't be above freezing until Labor Day.
Yeah, Labor
Labor Day.
Oh.
Jim Cantori.
Oh.
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Okay, ways to prepare for a winter storm. 10, if you must go outside, bring an electric blanket. Number 9, call 911. Warn them you may need them later. Number 8, visit elderly neighbors' apartments for free heat. Number 7, put video camera in window to record pedestrians slipping on ice. That's just plain mean. Number 6, buy a box of diapers or 2 boxes if you have kids. Number 5, we have a tie. De-ice the defroster or defrost the de-icer. Number 4, post a man seeking body warmth ad on Craigslist. Number 3, rank your pets by most edible. Number 2, remind wife to shovel with her legs, not with her back. And the number 1 way to prepare for a winter storm, keep 7 days of medication on hand and a month of weed. There you go. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing a little something called Would You Like to Break Your New Year's Resolution? Let's turn on the... Would you like to break your New Year's resolution? Okay, there it is. Oh, man, has it been raining? The last 36 hours here in New York City, it's been really kind of a nasty, cold, damp, wet winter. These are people that couldn't get into Times Square last weekend, and so they've come here. Look at how good-looking these folks are. I was talking about this earlier. Look at these folks. Happy, nice, prosperous. Well, they're kind of getting on my nerves now, but let's go on inside to see Rupert G. Happy New Year, Rupert.
Happy New Year, Dave.
Welcome back to the show. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, great, Dave.
What's
Thanks.
going on in your life?
Same old thing.
Yeah, what is that? When you say same old thing, what does that mean exactly?
Just working hard at the deli.
We're working hard, playing hard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you look good, you feel good.
Yeah, I do.
Am I right? Okay. And tonight we're playing something called Would You Like to Break Your New Year's Resolution? Thank you very much, Paul. You know how this works? You're going to go outside and get somebody who has a New Year's resolution, tell them they come on in and break it. It's just that simple.
Okay.
All right, Rupert, run out and get us a contestant, will you?
Okay,
Run
Dave.
like a bunny. There he goes, Rupert G. out to get us a contestant. Here's ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what guys like Bill O'Reilly say. Here's what really makes this country great. A couple of days ago, there was a guy in Columbus, Ohio, and he was ill, or he broke his leg, or both, and he was incapacitated, and while he was writhing in pain somewhere in his home, his own kitty cat, he had a little kitty, and I believe the kitty cat's name was Kitty. Kitty went to the phone and called the 911 and got emergency help
No, it's true. It's absolutely
It's
true.
a true story, and the EMT guys came and they saved his life, and Kitty received an enormous cash reward, like in the millions of dollars. So tonight in our green room, we have a telephone, a working telephone, and we have a kitty, and we're going to see if we can get the kitty to actually call 911 to get some emergency help here. And maybe
Valid.
there.
There's the cat.
There's the kitty. And the kitty has received a little coaching, a little training. We're just waiting now to see if the kitty can take the phone off the cradle and actually dial 911. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Can the kitty hear me? Is it possible? Is the kitty hearing me? Here, here, kitty, 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 kitty.
You have
All
to
right,
say.
let's just, okay, and I'm going to ask for complete silence now because there's a, kitty, kitty, I'm sick to my stomach. Kitty, call the doctor. Kitty, I have a pain and I think I have my appendix, kitty, my appendix. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Please, kitty. Oh, kitty, please. Call the emergency. Come on. Okay, now let's just watch. Let's see how the cat now absorbs the emergency situation. Relying on prehistoric instincts. Okay, soon we'll be taking the phone off the cradle. And hey, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Cat's coming to my rescue. Nope, I guess not. All right, let's just watch a few seconds more. Let's just see. This is a fascinating experiment, isn't it? All right, that's enough right there. We'll come back now. Kitty's just getting acclimated. It's an unusual situation.
David?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was, normally that guy would be on fire. He's a stunt man, and we set him on fire, and he comes racing into the theater. But today, for some reason, we couldn't get a permit.
I see.
So that's all he's going to be able to do for us
Doing
tonight.
that.
But he'll do it many, many times
Good.
tonight. Yeah. Let's check Kitty. Let's check Kitty. If you're just joining us, Kitty is about to dial 911 to summon emergency help here. I've hit my head. I got my head caught in a vise out in my home workshop. I was making a lamp and inadvertently got my head caught in a vise, and I need some emergency help. Now, Kitty. Here, Kitty, Kitty, Kitty. Pick up the phone, Kitty. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. All right, Kitty, turn around. Turn around. He's thinking about it. Come
That's
on,
right.
Kitty. Daddy has just a few minutes left.
He is
See a bright white light at the end of a long tunnel, Kitty.
dying.
All right, now this does not mean that the experiment's a failure.
Does it?
No, it does not mean that it's a failure.
Does it?
It's a work in progress.
Because it doesn't look to me
What?
like there's much chance of
Oh,
the
ye of faint heart. Ye of whatever that expression is.
well,
Yeah. Let's now play Would You Like to Break Your New Year's Resolution? Let's go back. How do you do, Rupert? I see you have a contestant there.
Yes, Dave.
What is her name?
This is Sarah Garisco.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Is it S-A-R-A or S-A-R-A-H?
With an H.
With an H, all right. Where are you from, Sarah?
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and that means in French red stick, something like that?
Yes, it does.
Red baton?
Red stick.
Well, how does that apply to the community itself? Is it an old Cajun word, Cajun name? What does it mean?
I think it's Cajun French.
Cajun French, yeah. And how are things in Baton Rouge? Okay, getting better?
They're good.
Affected by the storms or not affected by the storms?
Not affected by the storms.
Well,
no.
good for you. You've been blessed then. What are you doing in New York City?
Basically, I just graduated from LSU, so I'm here on vacation.
Oh, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, go Tigers. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, go Tigers. Right?
Right.
Yeah. What'd you get your degree in?
Fashion merchandising.
And so what are you going to do here? Well, you come to the right spot. This is the fashion capital of the world, you know.
I know.
Yeah. And did you put that little thing together you're wearing?
Yeah, I did.
It's very nice, though, isn't it?
you.
Very nice. It's got a
Thanks.
little fur trim and stuff. Probably warm and waterproof.
Not waterproof.
Yeah, certainly easy on the eyes.
Oh.
And now, Sarah, what all are you doing in New York City?
Well, I guess just on vacation. I'm here with my friend, just hanging out.
Well, what is the name of your friend?
Joanna.
Joanna, where's Joanna?
She's outside.
Rupert, get her, get her. What's the matter with you? Get her friend out. The poor woman stranded outside. Yeah, okay. Hi, Joanna, how are you?
He said, how are you? We're great.
Oh, be darned. Look at that, Paul. They're dressed identical.
I love it.
We're twins.
And,
Getting that all day.
and Joanna, other than shopping at Dwayne Reed, what have you been doing while you've been in?
Trying to stay out of the rain, holding her stuff for her.
Now, do you attend LSU also?
No, I go to Indiana University.
Indiana University?
I'm a Hoosier like you.
In Bloomington, Indiana. Albany. Now, how did you guys get to be friends?
We interned together this summer at Cosmo Girl magazine.
Oh, I had an internship there.
Oh, really?
Well, nice to have you here. What part of Indiana do you live in?
I'm from Orleans, Indiana.
Never heard
Hello
of it.
to
Where's
everyone.
Orleans, Indiana?
And then, I live in Bloomington now.
Where's Orleans, Indiana?
It's about an hour south of Bloomington, kind of in the middle of nowhere. 2,000 friendly folks.
Tell Rupert to mind his own business, will you? All right, Sarah, did you make a resolution this year?
Yeah, I did.
What was the resolution?
I quit smoking
Oh, good for you. How long had you been smoking?
for like 4 years.
4 years? How many packs a day?
I don't know. I'm not that I'm not that bad.
But you smoked and you wanted to stop, and so have you had a cigarette since midnight of New Year's?
I haven't had a cigarette in like a week.
In a week? Oh, good for you. Well, now we're going to give you 30 seconds. If you would like to break your New Year's resolution, would you like to break that resolution?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Put up the clock. Rupert, show her the stuff.
Oh God.
We're prepared for all resolutions. All right, Rupert, could you get her a cigarette?
Yeah, more right.
That's good. There you are. And a light. Now, careful. You haven't had one. This is going to make you dizzy. You may hit the deck. Okay. What do you think?
That's good.
Yeah.
Smoking indoors in New York City. Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Now you have 20 seconds left. Joanna, what about you? Did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Trying to eat a little less. This piece of pizza looks good.
Yeah. How do you like New York City?
I love it. I'm moving back this summer.
Oh, really? Going to be a resident here in the city?
Hopefully.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Work for a magazine. Maybe you can hook me up with a job.
Okay, there it is. Time to put it out. I'm sorry, Sarah, you're all done. There you go, and that's how we play. Would you like to break your New Year's resolution? Okay. Thank you very much, girls. Wow. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the guy on fire. See, we didn't get a permit. Yeah. Normally, we couldn't. Why? What I don't understand is why do they have to put him out? Why do they have to turn the extinguisher on the guy?
Oh, that's just extinguisher smoke.
That's right.
Well, we can still do that.
That's right. We couldn't get a permit.
Least.
All right, fine.